Hi, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome to our channel. I'm Christina. This is my good friend Dwight, and we are talking a little bit about his experience being here as a Canadian immigrant, now a full-fledged Canadian citizen from Jamaica, hailing from the parish of Kingston. We went to high school together, we work for the same company. Check out more of his story on other videos. But right now we're going to talk about this hot topic that I've been asked questions about, and I'm sure people have a lot of questions in your mind about, and that is racism in Canada. Now I feel like for the most part we live in a pretty multicultural province compared to other provinces.
Yes.
Now I haven't been to other provinces yet. I will go and I will tell you all about it. But right now, Toronto especially, very, very, very multicultural. If you compare to if you go to like Halifax, Nova Scotia, or even like Edmonton, Alberta, and stuff like that.
Or even if you go to Vancouver.
If you go to Vancouver,
yeah,
very
diversity. There's a fairly large Asian population there, but I think just in terms of Black or Caribbean people, it's not a significant amount. And
in Toronto, you'll find West Indian stores. You'll have in the international aisle in Walmart, you can get mackerel, and you can get sardine. You can get Ovaltine.
You get ackee.
You can get ackee, and you can get callaloo.
You can find breadfruit sometimes.
You can even get cream soda. Tell me where you can go in Jamaica and get cream soda.
You can get breadfruit sometimes.
Jackfruit.
June plum.
June plum.
Yeah.
There it is. You can go get doubles from a Trini people. Exactly. Yesterday I had a double. So it's very multicultural where we are. If you blindfolded me and dropped me at Humber College, I would have sworn I was in India.
I don't know if that should be.
I've said it before. But only because that was what the majority of the people there were, that's their ethnic background, is on that side of the world. So very multicultural, but still amongst the multiculturalism, there are some cities that are probably not as multicultural. Where I lived when I just came to Canada, it wasn't very multicultural. It was a fairly new city where they didn't have Presto and the bus don't run on Sunday, and the bus on Saturday stops at 7 p.m. Stuff like that. It was predominantly white, but I didn't really go anywhere as such. But it didn't bother me. I feel like I'm just indifferent to. I feel like the world is Disney and everybody's good. Not really. But for the most part, it's very multicultural, right? But amongst the multiculturalism, there's still traces, hints of racism that you may have experienced in different contexts. Public transit, would you say yes?
No, not really in public transit, no.
Okay.
I think the reason why it's significant to me is because I'm coming from a place where I was an ethnic majority. So I wasn't used to people thinking that I was weird for like how I appear. So, or treating me differently because of my appearance. So I was sensitive to certain things, like the way people reacted to just seeing me. And so
you were, it was a conscious, it's like you were more sensitive to it.
Yeah.
So like, I was know aware that right now I'm a minority.
Yeah,
so
I felt it over like a thing all over me, you know? Like the way that I'm defining racism is, you know, racial majority or a group of people in power who are wielding power and kind of taking away opportunity from like a minority or a group of people based on their appearance or race. So it's not necessarily like name calling or you know, but it's kind of like a preference to this person, taking away certain opportunities, judging someone's like class or level of intelligence based on their appearance. Is like that kind of stuff is kind of what I am considering to be racism.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't know if you're going to agree with me. Maybe you will. Canadians are very nice.
They are polite.
They're very polite. And so you won't find blatant. I don't feel like face to your face. I feel like you won't find like blatant, oh snap, racism.
Yes. And like an example, not a racist example, but an example of what I mean by polite is a friend of mine, person of color, was walking their dog on the sidewalk while the dog was pulling him on his bicycle, right? So he has the dog on the leash, the dog is pulling him on his bicycle. And then a lady was on the street with her dog, older white lady. Another dog was off leash and started to bark at her little dog. Okay. And that other dog was friends with my friend's dog, right? So this, and he was reacting to the excitement of the dog was reacting to the excitement. So this lady's little small dog was, kind of startled and stuff, and she was getting frantic. Basically, my friend got it under control. The lady is like, "Oh, thank you, so nice, blah blah blah." Later, police were called. Police were called on the person that had their dog off leash, and further later, a friend of that lady who had a little dog saw my friend again with his dog and was like, "You attacked my friend. You attacked my friend. Get your dog away from me. Get your dog away from me." Another old white lady. "Get your dog away from me. You attacked my friend." And
not as polite as we
but the thing is that the lady who called the police was like, "Oh, thank you," but then called the police on the guy, right? So it's like a very two-faced. It's like a keeping up an image kind of thing. It's not necessarily nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that's why I put it in quotations, right? I said they are very nice, right? Because they're nice. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like it's unfortunate, but like just because of the media and just because of how it's like the Black Lives Matter movement in North America, mostly in the US than in Canada, they portray a certain image of the black people that are bad, right? Usually black males with grown hair, pants below the waist. He doesn't wear his pants below his waist, but he does have his hair grown. He does have a little bit of a beard, and you're not brown, you're not like,
I'm a
like
dark
brown
skinned,
like Nathan, right?
Yeah,
so
I'm a dark skinned black man.
He kind of unfortunately fits that mold that people stereotype, and just because of that, your friend probably similar.
No,
right?
the friend that I was talking about was actually an Asian person.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, as I've mentioned, what I'm considering racism is not necessarily name calling or wanting to murder someone. Yeah. It's like discrimination based on a person's race.
Nicholas has said hello to somebody before, an older white lady, and I think he walked into the gym. That lady was in the gym, and it was just him and that lady, and he said hello, or you're leaving, or something. And I wasn't there, right? So I'm not gonna say that this was racism or anything like that. I mean, I don't understand the response, but it was kind of like, who are you talking to? You can't be talking to me. Who are you talking to? And then she just left. I mean, I feel like I'm a female. Yeah. It's different. And also, I'm a little bit lighter skin color-ish. So I feel like it's a little bit different. And also, I'm just like, you're too human for me if you're racist. You're just too much for me.
Yeah,
like,
mortal.
Like, too mortal for me.
Yeah,
much.
Exactly.
I just can't. So, yeah. But tell me about like an experience for you where you just know that, yo, this is straight up like crazy. You spoke a little bit about when you're apartment hunting.
Yes, yeah. So in one of the previous videos,
Yes.
I mentioned that while I was apartment hunting, I was looking for rooms on like Kijiji, one of the more like informal situations.
When you're dealing with one-on-one people.
Yeah, exactly. Dealing with a person that, you know, don't have any formal contract in place. I would see the place online as available. I'd call. They're like, yes, come and look. They open the door and they see my face. They see me. I just say hello, polite, like you were saying Nicholas does, and they just open the door and say, we don't have any rooms available, and close the door in my face. Yeah, just close the door.
And I remember you telling me one time about a restaurant.
Yeah, so what has happened to me a few times.
A few times?
Yeah, multiple times. Actually, also like once on my birthday too. Yeah, terrible.
Didn't they know?
Yeah, right. They actually did, because we made a reservation. So it was this restaurant near like Yonge and Bay. So it's like kind of
uptown,
yeah,
bougie.
Yeah. And made a reservation. We're there on time. I still had to wait an hour to be seated. Another restaurant is downtown, like Union.
So like in the heart of downtown.
Yeah, the real downtown. I go to this place. I'm seeing the seating area and it doesn't look full, but they're like, actually there is about an hour wait to get a seat. So you have to just like eat at the bar or like go somewhere else. So and the way that why I felt it was uncomfortable, I was speaking with like a hostess, and then like her manager came over and looked in her face and said, there's about an hour wait, right? There's about an hour wait. Like he's telling her, you know, without speaking. Yeah, there's about an hour wait. So all we have available are seats by the bar.
Were you by yourself?
No, I was with another black man. Yeah, a lot of instances in restaurants, you know, I really don't even know if that's racism or what that is. Yeah, there's a lot of times where I try to just go to a restaurant and then they just like they don't want me pay them for the food.
So there's like they don't really want you there. Like, they're just trying to be like, it's an hour wait, and usually if it's an hour wait, you're just like, I'm just gonna find somewhere else to eat. I just kind of want you to leave.
Exactly. Yeah. Instances that I've had, that I have witnessed. So it's not a personal experience, but there's people that will whisper to me about people of other races. So they'll say, "Oh, you have to watch out for that person specifically," and it's like an immigrant person who English is not their first language or whatever, and they're just like, and like there's other people I knew on res when I was less sensitive to it. I didn't really feel it as heavily as I do now, but people would just like openly be like, oh, I don't like Asian people, or I don't like these
they would just
people.
Say that to you.
Yeah, because I'm not that.
So there's racism that's not
yes,
that's non-black people.
Yeah. So because I'm not a part of that, they just feel comfortable. Yeah, to me.
Yeah. Have you ever felt like you were being like scrutinized or watched or followed in a supermarket?
Yes. Well, not necessarily in a supermarket, but in stores. I feel like people suspect that I might be stealing stuff. And basically in that instance, what I love to do is put them to work. I just say, can you find me this in this size? I want this pants in this color. And I just send these people all over the place. And then I might buy something, but you know, that's why I'm in there. But You know, I don't have to. I've had an interesting experience where, you know, I feel like people will be friendly to you when they feel like they're in control. And then when you, as a person of color, are on an equal footing to them, then they have a different tune. So it's like they feel like they have to lord over you. They have to command you. And then when you have autonomy, when you can, you know, make decisions for yourself or reject what they're saying, then they have a problem with you. And things that I've witnessed, if you are a person of color up for the same opportunity as a person who is majority, it's very hard for you to be actually selected over that person.
Somebody had asked a question about racism, and they also asked a question about like having their kids integrating into a society where they have an accent. You know, they come from a country, they have an accent. They're of color, or even if they're not of color, because I have some friends who are South African whose kids experienced bullying, and they're white and they're white people. I don't know why they were bullied. It could have been racism. It could have been an accent thing. It could have just been like he's a really nice young boy. I don't know. And experienced bullying. And he's Caucasian, right? In a multicultural city. So sometimes it's not even because you're black or whatever. You know, people.
Basically, what I'm talking about is discrimination, right? But what may cause a discrimination might vary. And you know, for the reason why racism is significant is because of the history of the West, right? Where that had a significant role in people's position in society, right? So me being a black man in North America, where black men were first here to be property, you know, and that just trickling down, whatever society, the portrayal of black men and women in North America, that has affected. You know, there's definitely a significant difference the way that someone will approach you when you are in a society where you are a majority versus where you are a minority.
Anywhere you go.
I went to China when I was fairly young, and you know, again, treated very differently, but it's different because of the culture of the society. Here they have an idea of what a black man is. So when they see me, they put me into that box. Right? When they see me in China, I'm like an exotic person. So it's a different, you know, it's a different thing, right? And in my experience, it wasn't negative.
You can know when you just don't get a good vibe.
And I mean, here I've actually recently, last week, I was walking, similar to the experience of our mutual friend, walking down the street in a, you know, nice area in like beaches area on Queen Street, and I'm walking up a street. A lady is walking her little thing, and I'm walking down the street looking at my phone, and this lady is like saying, "Come on, let's go," like in this rushed voice. And I look up because I'm just like on my phone, just like probably scrolling Instagram. I'm just walking, minding my own business. There's no sidewalk on the other side of the street. There's a barricade thing like preventing, it's just street, sidewalk, and like a barricade. She's going across. Her dog is trying to stay on the sidewalk, and she's like pulling her dog into the street and staring at me like frightened that I'm just walking on the street. And I'm like confused about that because, as you said, right, we're in a society that is multicultural. You must be coming in contact with people of other races.
On a more positive note, right? Just everybody's experience is going to be different. and it matters the context that you're in, the people that you're around. He has a very different experience than me, whereas I've never ever experienced it, not knowingly. So we are going to take a break. That is his spiel on racism in Canada. Ask us questions, comment in the comment section below if you are living in Canada and you have had a specific experience. Share your experience with others so that they can learn from it, or just build a realistic impression on coming to greener grass, supposedly. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the time you're spending to tell our wonderful community about your experience here in Canada. Please remember to subscribe. There's a button here, a wonderful logo here to subscribe to join our immigrant community. Check out some more videos by our community, and we will see you in the next video.